What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Happy hump day. Happy hump day, y'all. I was trying to get here earlier, but baby, I was working late. I didn't get home from work until later. Then I been on the phone handling business. Y'all, my members know that I've been planning something for my dad for this weekend. We talked about that earlier this week. So I tried to get here earlier, honey, but I couldn't. I don't have a lot to talk about anyway. So we're going to do this quick tribe meeting. We're going to get caught up on the things. And then I'm going to come back in about an hour after we get done. And we're going to do part 3 of the O.J. Simpson documentary. Now, listen. Don't forget that this Monday coming up, April the 29th at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I will be talking to Winter Harris of Love and Marriage DC. Baby, we are going to get into the things over there, okay? So make sure y'all meet me here Monday evening so we can get into it. Okay? All right. Sorry. Again. Okay. All right, you guys. Again, I want to thank everybody for supporting the channel. We are 6 subscribers away from 16.5. That we're not moving. We are not on pace for where I want us to be, but that's okay because we're moving. Okay, we are moving. So if you are new here, go and subscribe. Let's get them 6 subscribers tonight between this and O.J. Simpson. Let's get them 6 subscribers so we can be at 16.5, honey. Let's do it. Let's go. All right, you guys. As you come in, please hit the like button. And if you would like to drop a donation to the channel, you know you can do that. They are not mandatory. They are not what I say? What do I always say about donations? Anyway, they are appreciated and they are appreciated though. But moving on, I can't even get my little taglines together. Let's get into this, child. We ain't got a lot to talk about today, okay? We do not have a lot to talk about today. Let me say hi to my people. Ruru, I owe you a response to your email. I did see your email and I got to respond, baby. I've been flooded, but I'm going to get you. We're going to get these Mystics tickets. Amber, what's up? Hey, Marnie. Hey, Powerful Maryland. Kenya, what's up? Brown Mama. Yana, hey, Nitwit, what's going on? Gossip in the Garden. Cindy. Hey, Abby, I done called you 3 times today. It keep going to voicemail. You got me blocked? Do you have me blocked? What's up, just listening? Hey, Tanya. What's going on, Cindy? Black Swan. Hey, Black Swan. Sharice. What's going on? Bossy Don Diva. Hey, Miss Kiki, Sharon, Xavier, Tracy Wilson. Where's my other Tracy? There's my other Tracy. Hey, Lovely 31. Hey, Ina. Shout out to my members that are lit up in green. Y'all make sure y'all head on over to the VIP section. It's 100 people in the room. If you are coming in, not mandatory, right? That's not mandatory or required, but that is appreciated. Thank you. I couldn't get my tagline together. Okay. Donations are not required, but they are appreciated and accepted. That's it. That's my tagline. Thank you so much. I couldn't get it out, Marnie. I couldn't get it out. What's up, Des? Hey, boo. Hey, Don Simber. Hey, you guys. So let's get into it. We, again, like I said, we do not have a lot to talk about today. Oh, somebody done already blessed me. Thank you. Thank you for the blessing. Okay, appreciate you. All right, let's get into it. Mia, what's up? So, as y'all can see, the agenda is short today. First and foremost, child, they say Bounce TV is for sale. What is Bounce TV? Somebody tell me what Bounce TV is on the DVR. I mean, hey, Jonathan. I saw Abby before I saw Jonathan. Hey, Tracy. Tracy says she is in the back. She mixing up some drinks, y'all. She is mixing up some drinks. Okay, the only thing I ever knew about Bounce TV, didn't Bounce TV have Sinners and Saints? Isn't that where Bounce TV used to be on Sinners and Saints? Or Saints and Sinners? Heat of the Night come on Bounce TV? Oh, I need to know where to find that. It was called Fuse, but it got renamed. Okay, so Fuse and Bounce TV is the same thing? I did not know that. Because only thing I used to watch on Fuse was Big Frida show. That's all I ever watched on Fuse. You watch Bounce? Okay, all right. So y'all be watching Bounce? What channel Bounce come on? Okay, if you have DirecTV, what channel is Bounce? Because I have DirecTV. What channel is Bounce? If you have DirecTV, what channel is Bounce? Because I ain't know that. Right, I'm about to buy the network. Now I ain't know. Because I watch Heat of the Night, but hold on, let me make sure I'm not watching it on Bounce. Hold on. Because I watch Heat of the Night on, hold on. Let me go look. What channel is this? It's on the JC channel. It's like the Justice something channel. Because I watch Matlock on there. They had Perry Mason. They got Heat of the Night. It's in the 300s. It's after VH1. Now we should buy it as a tribe. Girl. Bounce is what BET should be. Why is Bounce what BET? Sound like Bounce is just a bunch of reruns. BET at least has original programming. I mean, it might be programming I don't care to watch, but it's original programming. Why should it be? I don't understand that. Okay. What else they have on Bounce? Oh, let me look. Hold on, y'all. Let me look. You said the 300s after VH1. Hold on. Let me get to it. Hold on. Let me see. I think it's like 315. VH1 is like 315 or something like that. Hold on. Let me see. Okay. Hold on. Where VH1 at? Okay. I like FETV too because it has Quincy on there. I used to like Quincy. Okay. Hold on. Okay. That's TV1. There go BET. There go MTV. Okay, there go VH1. Okay, hold on. Let me look for Bounce. Okay, Fuse and Bounce is the same channel, y'all saying? I see Fuse. It's showing My Wife and Kids until... And then it say The White People. What? What's the name of this show? The White People Show? The White People Show. What? What y'all got me watch? That's Fuse. The White People Show? I'm not watching nothing called The White People Show. Okay. And then after that, Shottas, Shottas. What? Domino, Battle of the Bones. What kind of shit is this? What is this? Okay, Fuse and Bounce is not the same thing. Okay, you said Google. You say Google say 281. Okay, hold on. Let me go to 281. Hold on, y'all. Let me go to 281. Hold on, 281. 281. It's not Bounce. What else y'all say look for? Bounce is showing the movie Metro right now. Corey, you in my area. What channel is it? Maybe you don't have DirecTV though. Shottas is my movie. Okay. Never mind, child. We ain't got time for that. Well, they selling it. And they said that the same people who was interested in buying BET might be interested in buying Bounce. So that would be Tyler Perry. I guess it ain't gonna be Diddy this time around. And what's my man? Byron Allen. Bounce is owned by the former mayor of Atlanta and someone else. Bounce plays a lot of black movies. Okay, yeah, you have Xfinity. Okay. Okay, can you say we should be at? Can you say I got the whole family? Hold on, let me see. Can you say it? The whole family to subscribe, girl. You should be at 16.5. Hold on, let's see what we at. Let's see if we made it. We at 16,501. Thank you. Thank you, Kenya. We are at 16,501. Try 82. Okay, Gabby, hold on. Let me try 82. Let me see what 82 giving. 82 is Bounce. Just say Metro. Okay, so 82 is Bounce. Okay. All right, let me see here. Okay, so Metro was on one. That's that Eddie Murphy movie I never did watch. Okay. Set It Off come on at 11. Okay, so they just show a bunch of black shows. Okay. The Jennifer Hudson show. The Jennifer Hudson show come on repeat at 4 in the morning. Tamron Hall, Sherry. Okay, Karamo. Okay, Bounce got some stuff. Hot bitch. Okay, hot bitch. Personal injury court. Couples court. Lauren Lake paternity court. Y'all know I like these court shows. I'm gonna have to get over here. And then Heat of the Night come on at 1. And then Heat of the Night at 2. And then Heat of the Night at 3. Tomorrow East Bayou come on at 4. Hoodlum. I like Hoodlum. Hoodlum come on at 6:30 tomorrow. Okay. All right. And then Scarface. How Scarface get in this? How they just gonna throw Scarface? How they just gonna throw Scarface in the middle of all of this blackness? How you gonna go from East Bayou to Scarface? I don't understand. Child. I might have to listen. Right, because black people love Scarface. You right, Dez. You right. Black people love Scarface. I might. What's up, Patches? Hey, boo. Mwah. I may have to subscribe to some of these court shows because y'all know I love my court shows. Y'all know Judge Judy got canceled. And even though the reruns come on, it seems like it always records the same reruns over and over again. Every time I try to record Judge Judy, I said, now that Judge Judy came on for 30 years, why every time I go to record Judge Judy, it's playing the same 10 episodes that I've seen 5,000 times? I'd be mad. Yeah, I like the Judge shows now. I do. Okay. I'm gonna have to. That was 82. All right, I'm gonna have to check them out. I know she got a new show. I'm not going over there. I'm not going over to Judge Judy's new show. First of all, she don't have Bird over there. Okay. And second of all, she endorsed that crazy lady from South Carolina for president, and I can't with her. I can't. Moving right along. So Bounce is up for sale. And y'all let me know if I still disagree with that statement, Xavier, that Bounce is what BET should be. I'm not understanding that statement. I'm not understanding what that statement means because, again, BET is actually trying to bring back some of the stuff they used to have. They're trying to bring back the HBCU stuff with showing football games and stuff like that. They do have original programming. Again, it may not be shows I particularly want to watch, but they have a lot of original programming over there. Bounce has more original programming. Something wrong with my phone. You and my mama going to voicemail, but the bill collector keep coming through. Well, I feel like maybe you got me and your mama on Do Not Disturb. What original programming? I didn't see no original programming other than them court shows. What other original? Maybe I have to keep looking. But the only original programming I saw was the court shows. All of Sherry Shepherd, Jennifer Hudson, and Karamo. That's all a replay. That's a replay from another channel. That's not original programming. BET should have been like TV One. Now, I will say this. I think I think that all of the quote unquote black channels are doing better than they used to do. Because for a while, BET wasn't doing shit, but showing Baby Boy and damn, what else BET used to show all the time? ATL, Baby Boy. It was like four movies. And reruns of good times. But now I feel like during Christmas time, they have their own original Christmas movies, right? They had their own Hallmark Christmas movies. And Friday, right? And Friday, they do have their original programming with Tyler Perry. So I don't know. I really feel like they're doing better. I feel like TV One is doing better. Love and Basketball, child. Don't get Eddie started on Love and Basketball, child. Once Bob Johnson sold BET to VH1, I knew it would never be represented the same. Yep, you right. You ain't lying. You right. Oh, Lord, any Madea movie, child. All the Madea movies. All the Madeas. All right, well, that's Bounce TV news. I didn't plan to spend that much time on Bounce TV. I didn't think it was going to be that big of a conversation, but here we go. Tupac's estate is threatening to sue Drake for putting out the AI, Tupac AI diss. You know, I think that let me tell you something. If I were looking for a new career, like if I were ready to go back to school and start a whole new career, that is what I would go into school for. I would go to school for something dealing with AI, whether it would be the law, probably the law, because they are going to be rewriting the law books when it comes to AI over the next 15 to 20 years. And there's really no precedent for these things. It's going to be all uncharted territory. And if I were in college, what's up, Shade in the City? What's up, y'all? If I were in college right now, that is absolutely what I would look for. I would look to go into, a law dealing with AI. I mean, it's probably not even a major at this point, but that is exactly what I would look for. Because it seems to me like I get it. His estate, I'm nobody's attorney. Y'all know I am nobody's attorney. But it seems to me like, I don't know, that's effed up. I don't know. Cybersecurity is always a good field. I knew the AI would cause problems for Drake when I heard it. Yeah, I don't understand. And why? Why would you even put Tupac in this? Tupac don't have nothing to do with this. Don't nobody even understand why y'all going back and forth. No, why y'all even bothering Drake? Drake don't bother nobody. Drake come down here every year, drop an album, and go about his business. Who in the world be paying attention to Drake? The fact that he would use AI to make a diss track shows how weak of a rapper he is. Well, there you go. Yeah, well, there you go. It's because he has no friends in the industry. I mean, I just be like, we know that we're going to get a Drake album once a year, and people may or may not listen to it, but he don't care. You know, he drop his music and he going about his business. I don't even know. That's what I said about Quavo involving Michael Jackson. Right. Michael Jackson was like, now how did I get in this? I think they got Snoop doing a verse too. Snoop was like, I'm sorry, what? Right. The fact that he's friends with Sexy Red should also give us pause. The fact that he's friends with Sexy Red should give us pause. Let me just let that sink in. It is becoming a major. It's a concentration under computer science. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Well, Tupac estate said, what you not going to do? Xavier, stop making up stuff. You don't know you don't know that to be a fact. He said that's her baby daddy. We don't know who her baby daddy is. Although I wouldn't be surprised to find out at a later date that was her baby daddy. I mean, he do be, giving her stuff, and she been real quiet about who her baby daddy is. And what up, Don Don? Ain't nobody fooling with Xavier. Ain't nobody fooling with Xavier. Yeah, I definitely would listen. Did you hear about the guy suing Megan is friends with Nikki and he's a barb? I didn't hear anything about that. All I know is that Megan said that man just trying to embarrass her. And y'all left the comments under my video yesterday. I hear y'all. It was inappropriate. It's the same as if it were a man. It was disgusting. I got it. But that's all. Meg just said that the man just trying to embarrass her. She said he just trying to get money. That's it. That's all. She did say F my baby daddy, but child. Tamar said that the people from the Real Housewives of Atlanta reached out to her, but she said all money just ain't good money. Now let me say this. And y'all not gonna like what I'm getting ready to say. Tamar Braxton would have been good for Real Housewives of Atlanta. As much as Tamar irritates y'all, Tamar is good TV. Let me tell y'all why Tamar is good TV. Number one, Tamar is good TV because she's animated. She knows how to play the game. She knows how to steal a scene. Number two, Tamar knows how to play social media. Do you, as a YouTuber, as somebody who reviews the show, do y'all understand how much content I would get off of Tamar mother effing Braxton? Number three, I don't know what number I'm on, but let's just say I'm on number 3. She brings her own fan base. She brings her own fan base. Not only does she bring her own fan base, she brings a ready-made storyline. With Tamar got 5,000 storylines she could go through. She got the on-again, off-again boyfriend. She has her sisters, her family dynamic. We could always get a cameo from Tamar somewhere in there. Child, you want to talk about reality TV mamas? Go on and get Evelyn. Go on and go get Evangelist Evelyn with her wig down here. And for as much as y'all not going to like what I'm getting ready to say, especially the Jonathans of the world, I see you, Jonathan. What y'all not going to like what I'm about to say, the next thing I'm about to say, y'all really not going to like, she would have been a great replacement for Candy as far as star power is concerned. Tamar would have been great for the show. Now, would she have gotten on our nerves? Sure. Absolutely. Would we be talking about her and cussing her out and talking about she whining and she playing victim and she this and she that? Yeah, absolutely. But ain't nobody gonna sit here and say Tamar Braxton ain't good reality TV. You be a liar to say it. You'd be a liar to say it. Tamar Braxton is great reality TV. Real Housewives of Atlanta needs those. They need it. They need it. They need a blockbuster season. And I hate to be the one to tell y'all this, but what y'all thought y'all was going to get from Portia, y'all not. Just like what they thought they was going to get from Phaedra down to the Married to Medicine, and they didn't get it, y'all not going to get what y'all thought y'all was going to get from Portia, in my opinion. In my opinion. Now, I understand why she did not do it. I definitely understand why she did not do it. What up, ma'ams? Hey, boo. I definitely understand why she did not do it. But, baby, Portia's playing in our faces and collecting a check. But why Tamar didn't want to do the show? I'm going to be honest with you. On Tamar's good days, she know that reality TV ain't good for her. She knows that she can't control editing. She can't control how people see her. And she can't control her damn mouth. Tamar can't. Tamar is the baby. Tamar likes attention. Tamar likes to be spoiled. And she cannot freaking help herself. She can't help herself. And Tamar knows. But now they said that they over to the ReallyTV doing the Braxtons again. And she's probably got a better situation over, if that's true. If that's true, she's probably got a better situation over doing Braxton Family, the reboot of Braxton Family Values. So I think that's what it is. But I do believe that they, now here's the thing. When did they talk to Tamar? I don't know. But I believe they talked to Tamar. Look, I told y'all, and y'all don't have to believe me. I know y'all don't believe me when I be saying these things, but they have talked to damn near every black celebrity in Atlanta about being on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like, I believe that they've talked to Tamar. I believe they probably talked to all the Braxton sisters. I believe that. I believe it. I believe they've talked to Tracy. I believe they've talked to Tawanda. At some point, I believe it. Nels, what you say? You said Tamar would do well on Housewives if Nene were on the cast. I think Tamar would do well without her. I think Tamar is good reality TV. Now, is it good for her personally? No. Is it good for my entertainment? Yeah. Portia trying to get her Destination Ricky Smiley job back. She need to. She should have never quit it. But I said that when she quit her job, that she shouldn't be quitting all her damn jobs. But, ain't nobody listen to me. I heard Tamar is only a friend on the show. I can believe that. I can believe that. We posted the Braxton's return on their IG page. I saw the reel yesterday. Okay. Yeah, she didn't say they called her last week, but I do believe. See the thing, with Nene and Tamar are close friends in real life. No, I get it. And remember they fell out at one time. Remember, didn't they fall out, or they might be cool again now? Remember at one point they had fallen out. Thank you, Mims, for the super chat. Thank you, boo. Mims, I just hit 16.5. Yes, I'm only 24,000 subscribers behind you. Ooh, oh shoot, I can't even do my own damn math. Hell, more than that, child. I'm 84,000 subscribers behind you. Anyway, I don't know where I got 24 from. Lord have mercy. Yeah, I think so. Nene or Tamar don't have real friends. Yeah, I don't think. I don't know if they know how to be friends to people. If Real Housewives of Atlanta isn't good this season, they need to just stop. Okay, well, they need to just stop because it ain't going to be good. They need to just stop. It ain't going to be good. I'm just telling y'all, listen, I hate to be the one to tell y'all this. First of all, what we know is, or what we think we know is, Sheree is back as a friend of the show. Who cares? Don't nobody care nothing about Sheree. We got Kenya coming back. What is Kenya giving us this year? What is Kenya giving us this year? Divorce is final. Beauty salon isn't even open yet. Who live in Atlanta? Is Kenya Beauty Salon open? Portia gonna give us the best storyline, but I'm really at this point, I don't even know how much of that we care about because most people don't have any sympathy for Portia. So even though she's going through this bullshit divorce or whatever with Simon, who feels sorry for Portia? I mean, put a one in the chat if you feel sorry for Portia. Kenya Moore hair care, but that storyline is 3 seasons old. Who cares about Kenya Moore hair care? I mean, listen, the store's still not open. You can buy Kenya Moore hair care at CVS. Okay. Is Sharice Screw and Simon for a storyline? I don't know. I mean, again, I think that's shady, but I also think that's for clicks and views. You filming with Simon is for clicks and views. That ain't real. That's not real. Why am I recording that? Like, who cares? Simon is thirsty, and we already knew that Simon, well, at least I already felt like Simon was thirsty. And here we go again with Simon's ass. It's open. Okay, so Kenya's store is open. Okay, so we might get some work scenes from Kenya and her salon. Okay. I believe they said that Shamia is on the show this year. I don't know if we care about that enough. I just don't see it. And that could be me. Child, Martell just trying to get on the show. Martell just trying to get some screen time, leaving the comments under her picture. Child, it was a fake relationship. We never believed it. We didn't believe it then. We don't believe it now. Child, bye. Like a month ago when I was in Atlanta. Okay, so yeah, Mims just went to Atlanta. So if he says open, I believe him. Because y'all know Mims will do a drive-by, child. Y'all know Mims will do a drive-by. Oh, excuse me, y'all. So anyway, that's what Tamar has said, child. And like I said, you know, going down to the Braxton family values. That's all I can say about that. Child, they done arrested Diddy associate. They done arrested Diddy's associate. Child. You know, the man that allegedly is his mule, allegedly. Let me tell y'all what the people saying about him, honey. Let me tell y'all what the people done said about him. As soon as I find it, child. Brandon Paul charged with felony drug possession, child. He done been indicted, honey. He done been indicted. Where I put it? I hate when I put something somewhere and now I can't find it, child. According to TMZ, Brandon Paul has officially been charged with one felony count of drug possession. 25-year-old Paul was arrested on March the 25th in the Miami Opa-locka airport the same day as Diddy house was raided in Miami and Los Angeles. At the time of the incident, arresting officers reportedly claimed that Paul had contraband inside his personal travel bags, and they suspected that cocaine was located and tested. Okay, and they suspected that it was cocaine. It was later tested and confirmed. Now y'all know that in Lil Rod's lawsuit, he said that was Diddy's mule, that he was the one that kept the goodies in a fanny pack, and he always had to be an arm's length of Diddy whenever Diddy was ready. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this. I ain't really been saying a lot about the Diddy back-to-back, you know, the whole thing with Diddy. But, baby, that ain't a good look. Because, listen, people can say, and that sound like somebody's grandmama in my small Louisiana hometown, Opa-locka. Now, let me say this. Right, Ms. Wooders, his job is to eat that charge. Now, the problem is this. Would he have been willing to eat that charge a year ago before the feds was knocking on Diddy's door? Would he been more open to eating that charge then? Because see, now it's a different conversation. See, something that I was willing to do a year ago when it was a different conversation, when I knew you was going to take care of me, you was going to pay the lawyer, and as long as I was quiet, we was good. But see, now it's a little different. The scenery is a little different because now Diddy is facing some of his own trouble, and they might be offering you, you know, some special privileges if you share some of the information. I'm just telling you, Meek gotta be in hands reach whenever. You know what? Mims is so shady. Thank you again, Mims, for the super chat. He's so shady. Gotta be in arm's reach whenever Diddy is ready, child. So I don't know, you guys. I think the way things would have went a year ago might not be the way things gonna go now, because again, it's a different conversation. Because Diddy is, right? Mims ain't been over here trolling me in a while. He ain't been over here trolling me in a while. So he got to come through and troll me every once in a while. That's my boo. Protection with the right complexion. But now he got that too. He got the right complexion too, child. He got the right complexion too. Y'all know we've been keeping an eye on the Diddy thing, child. We'll keep an eye on it. But it does give some validity to that part of what Lil Rod said. When Lil Rod said, hey, when you see Brandon around with his orange fanny pack, we know what it is. We know what kind of party is going on. Okay? I'm just telling you. But we got our eyes. We got our eyes on it. Now, here's a story that might be a little controversial that y'all may or may not agree with me on. And y'all know, even though we can disagree, we can walk away and still be friends, okay? Reggie Bush. The NCAA is going to give Reggie Bush his Heisman back. Now, for those people who don't understand, let me read y'all a little bit of the story. Reggie Bush, in 2010, Reggie Bush was forced to forfeit his Heisman Trophy during an NCAA sanctions against USC after it was determined that he received lavish gifts as an NCAA athlete, which was a violation at the time. More than a decade later, he will now be reunited with his trophy. According to ESPN, on Wednesday, the Heisman Trust will announce the formal reinstatement of the trophy to Reggie. The decision was made amid what they call enormous changes in the college football landscape. Michael Cormerfield, the president of the Heisman Trophy Trust, said, "We are thrilled to welcome Reggie back to the Heisman family in recognition of his collegiate accomplishments. We consider the enormous changes in college athletics, good Lord, over the last several years in deciding what now is the right time to reinstate the trophy for Reggie. We are happy to welcome him back." Reggie Bush also expressed his excitement, saying, "Personally, I'm thrilled to reunite with my fellow Heisman winners and be a part of the storied legacy of the Heisman Trophy, and I'm honored to return to the Heisman family. I also look forward to working together with the Heisman Trust to advance the values of mission of the organization." Y'all about to be mad at me. I don't agree with this. I don't agree with it. He broke the rules. He broke the rules. I'm confused. He broke the rules. It was his family, but they broke the rules. Here's the reality of the situation. So let me get this straight. You can break the rules and they give you your trophy back. Right. So here's what happened. Okay. And I don't remember all of the details because that was, like you said, it was over 10 years ago. Here's the thing. See, all right, let me say the first thing and then I'm gonna address what Cindy said. Hold on. Reggie Bush received the benefit of being Reggie Bush. Is he the only person that did it? No. Is he the only person that's ever been punished? No. Are there a lot of people that got away with it? Yes. That doesn't change the fact. See, when people say, well, other people did it, then what that says to me is, so because other people did it and they didn't get punished, he ain't supposed to get punished? He got caught. The NCAA did an investigation. They found him guilty and he was punished. I don't understand. Right, but when he broke the rules, they weren't legal. See, that's the thing. When he broke the rules, they weren't legal. So that doesn't, for me, it doesn't change anything for me. You knew it wasn't that he didn't know what the rules were. He knew what the rules were. Him and his family broke the rules. They bought a new house. They had vehicles. He accepted money from boosters. They didn't have Maryland. That didn't have nothing to do. He wasn't convicted though. See, y'all want to change it up. Maryland said OJ unalived people and got to keep his, but he wasn't convicted. If OJ Simpson had been convicted of the double murders, the Heisman might have taken it from him. But he wasn't convicted. Like, I know people feel how they feel about OJ Simpson, and they feel how they weren't convicted. He wasn't convicted. Right. Sha'Carri broke the rules. She had to face the consequences. I'm sorry. I just don't. I have a problem with when we want to move the goalposts based on what we like and what we don't like. When he won the Heisman Trophy, the year that he won the Heisman Trophy, he broke the rules. He knew the rules. He broke the rules. Now, are the rules different in 2024? Absolutely. Were the rules ridiculous in 2010? Absolutely. But it doesn't change the fact that those were the rules. It wasn't the year he won, but here's the thing. He wouldn't have even been eligible to play. He wouldn't have even been eligible to play. This is a smoke screen for us black folks. Give us something. I don't understand what that means. This is a smoke screen. I don't understand what that means, El Cid. What you mean by that? And it wasn't just during his recruiting. It wasn't just during his recruiting. Reggie Bush family lived good off of the boosters' money. It wasn't just the year that he was recruited. Yeah, pandering for something to come. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. Maybe it's just me, y'all. And there are a lot of athletes that got away with it. I'm sorry that he got caught. But he got caught. Because here's what so let me say this. So now that the rules are different, right? Now that the rules are different, are we going to go back to every athlete that was punished and give them back what they lost? Are we going to go back to every athletic program that was punished and give them back what they lost? So now do we go to Tennessee? Now do we go to Texas Southern? Now do we go to all these other schools that were sanctioned? And do we find a way to compensate them because they broke the rules that no longer exist? See, here's the problem. Now you have opened up a floodgate because he's not the only student to ever be punished for breaking the rule. He's not the only one. I don't, Natalie. I got to look into it. I haven't heard an update on Michael Orr. That's true, little baby. NIL money is not the same as accepting money from boosters. You're absolutely correct. But I think maybe their thought process was if he had been able to make NIL money back then, he wouldn't have had to take money from the boosters. Child, I don't know. I understand what you're saying, really, B, but to me, because I view those rules as unfair and exploitive, I don't believe people should abide by them. They were rules made in good faith. Oh, so you just don't believe that you don't have to follow a rule you don't like. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if that's how you live your life, then okay. I don't disagree with you, but the boosters were not punished. The boosters and the university initiates this stuff. If they're not punished, the players shouldn't be punished either. Okay. I see where you're coming from, Shelby, on that. I can see where you're coming from on that. I mean, you know. But I just read this, and I mean, I was like, maybe I'm looking at this crazy, but that's just like, I don't even want to go down that road. I don't even want to go there. But yeah, so I'm just saying he earned the trophy. Okay. I'm not arguing that he earned the trophy, but he broke the rules. His punishment. See, maybe it's because I deal all day with kids who are not held accountable for breaking rules and people making excuses. And I have a problem with that because the real world that's not how the real world works. The real world doesn't work with, well, I think it's a stupid rule, so I shouldn't have to follow it. That's not how this works. Like, that's not how this works. I hear what you're saying, Xavier, but you don't get to decide just because you think it's a stupid rule, you don't have to follow it. That's just not how the real world works. You say, oh, well, I think it's a stupid rule that I can't make, that I have to wait for the light to turn green. If there's no traffic coming, why can't I just go through the light? That's not how the world works. You might think it's a stupid rule, but it's there for a reason. And that's just not how the world works. You don't get to just go through a red light because you think it's stupid for it to be red when there's no traffic coming. You don't get to do it. Now, you might get away with it a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? You might get away with it a couple of times. But one day, it's going to be a cop on that side of the road, and he's going to pull your ass over, and there's going to be a consequence, no matter how dumb you think the rule is. That's how that in my mind is how, when people say, well, other people did it and get away with it. I'm sure there were a lot of people that got away with it. There were a lot of people that got away with it. But he didn't. He got caught. That's like you in a store, and 20 people steal out the store in front of you, and they get away. You get caught, and you gonna tell the cop, well, y'all ain't arrest the other 10 people. I should get to go because they got to walk out the front door. So why I can't go? Just because you didn't catch them. Right. You don't get to go. You don't. If okay, I'm gonna give y'all, and I'm gonna move on because I ain't spending all day on this. And that's okay. We don't have to agree. Y'all know we don't have to agree. I hear what y'all are saying. I don't agree, and that's okay. For many years, y'all know I lived in North Carolina. For many years, I drove between DC and North Carolina. The speed limit was 65 on the other side of Richmond into North Carolina. The speed limit was 65. Well, they've raised the speed limit to 70. But I got a lot of tickets. I'm just going to be honest. I got a lot of tickets. In them 6 or 7 years that I drove between North Carolina and DC. I was young. I was trying to either get where I was going. And I got a lot of tickets. Going over 65. Do I get to go back to the court now, 10 years later, with my tickets and say, hey, can I get that money back from these tickets that y'all gave me for going over 65 and for going faster than 65? Because the speed limit is 70 now. I don't get to do that. It doesn't matter that the rule is different now. It wasn't the rule when I broke the rule. Baby, Lovely 31. I think I told it in my members only. Oh, I got a story about Henderson, North Carolina. Oh, ma'am. I think I told that story in my members. Anybody that's been my member for a long time, did I tell y'all a story about Henderson, North Carolina, my speeding and how I ended up in jail? Baby, they threw me in jail. I was going so fast. Baby, they didn't put no handcuffs on me. But baby, I was speeding. So I was 10 miles from, I saw the Virginia line. I was 10 miles from the Virginia line. I was on my way home for the summer. Baby, I was on my way. My car was packed. My car was full because I was on my way home for the summer. Sure was. My mama had they had the Western Union me. I think it was like $500 or something like that. They had the Western Union $500 for me to go home, and I had to go back. For my court date. They got me for reckless driving. But baby, I was balling. Ooh, I was balling because I had the music blasting. Baby, I had the music blast. I thought I told y'all this on. Okay, I'm gonna tell the whole story of members only. But the short version of the story is Henderson is where it happened. Henderson is where it happened, honey. Child, right. And I know that they're doing that right. Shelby said that they're doing that for a lot of the drug charges. That they're and I don't have a problem with that for a couple of reasons. I don't have a problem with that. Right. They thought I was big meat. They probably did. They probably, even though the opposite, if I was carrying something illegal in my car, that's all the more reason why I wouldn't have been speeding. But anyway. I don't have a problem with what they're doing with trying to get people out of jail that are locked up on weed charges, because from the very beginning, those drug laws were never written in good faith. Those drug laws were always written. Listen, I don't have time to go back to it, but you go back to Richard Nixon and you could get the history of why weed was even considered a Class A felony drug to begin with, right? So there's a whole political piece that goes with weed. Richard Nixon connected weed with hippies, and he hated hippies, and China was the whole thing with the weed situation. So weed being a Class A felony drug to begin with was bullshit. But what they're not, I ain't gonna say what they're not trying to do, because they are trying to do it in some places. I don't have a problem with people who've been sitting in jail for 10 years because they were selling weed, getting their sentences commuted. I don't have no problem with that. I don't have a problem with that. So yeah. So anyway, I disagree, but again, tribe, y'all know we still love each other. We're gonna move on. I'm sure people gonna put their 2 cents in there. I got a ticket driving back from A&T. I disputed the ticket and had to go to court, and the judge dismissed except for court fees. Yeah, always fight your tickets. Always. Let me tell you something. Always fight your tickets. You're gonna pay court fees, but nine times out of 10, they'll either reduce it or they'll throw it out altogether. I always fight my tickets, and for that ticket, they got me for reckless driving. But again, the guy didn't arrest me. The police officer did not arrest me, even though it was funny because when he took me to the police station, nobody in that police station liked him. They were like, he was being an asshole. He could have wrote you a ticket and let you go. Like when he saw that you had an out-of-state license and you explained the situation, you was just going home. He was, you got excited or whatever. It was like he could have just gave you a damn ticket, because they said you still would have had to come back to court. Because of the amount that I was going over the speed limit, I still would have had to come back to court. I wouldn't have been able to pay it. I still would have got a court date. He was like, they were like, he ain't had to do all of this. Because again, he didn't put handcuffs on me. He let me drive my car to the police station. He just had my driver's license. So I guess he was like, she ain't going nowhere because I got her ID. So I followed him to the police station. Like, he didn't handcuff me. He let me walk in the front door. Like, it was crazy. The way the whole thing went down was crazy as hell. Even the magistrate was like, what is she doing here? Like, why is she here? So literally, I didn't have to spend the night. I guess I'm telling the whole story now. I didn't have to spend the night. Once the magistrate said, I forgot how much it was. Whatever. I had like $150 on me in cash, but I was like, whatever. It might have been like $300 short. I can't even remember how much short I was, but whatever it was, the lady, because everybody thought it was stupid, right? Everybody thought it was stupid. And so the lady was like, she said, look, what you got in the bank? And mind you, this is before cell phones, y'all. So, or it wasn't before cell phones existed. It was before everybody had a cell phone. So I was like 19, maybe 19, 20, because it was between, I had my car. So it had to be between sophomore and junior year, because I didn't have my car freshman year. But I remember I had my car. So I got my car the summer between my freshman and sophomore year. So this must have been summer going from sophomore to junior year. Because the summer between my junior and senior year, I stayed in North Carolina. I didn't go home for the summer. I stayed in North Carolina. So, so I guess I was around 20. Probably turned 21 that summer. Yeah. Yeah, I turned 21 that summer. The lady was even like, I want to say, maybe it was $300. Maybe it was $300. Because I remember I only needed like another 100 and something. Like between the cash I had, and the lady was like, well, do you have it in your bank? She was like, do you have that money in the account? And I was like, I'm a poor college student. I ain't got no money in my bank account. Like I emptied out my bank account for the cash I got in my pocket to get home. I needed to make sure I had money for the road. You know what I mean? And because she was going to take my debit card to the ATM and get the money for me, because she was like, this is stupid. Like, I'll go get the money for you if you got the money in the bank. I'll go get your money out because this is stupid. And I couldn't get anybody on the phone. I couldn't get my mother on the phone. I kept calling the house. Nobody was answering. I called my grandmother. I called everybody I could think of to call. And nobody was home because this was like right around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. People weren't home. And I could not get nobody on the phone. I finally got my mom on the phone. My mom had to go to, my mom went to the, what's that thing? What's it, like MoneyGram? Western Union. That's what it was. Western Union. And let me tell you how small of a town this is. For the people who know North Carolina, know Henderson. My mom sent the Western Union, right? And this was, this was in the 90s. So this was a while ago. But whatever grocery store had a Western Union, the Western Union had already closed. By the time my mom sent the money, the Western Union had already closed. Why is my internet acting funky today? It's moving really slow today. Is it on me? Is it just my side or your side? Baby, the lady who was going to go to the ATM for me, she drove to the next town over. The Western Union there didn't close until like 9 or 10 o'clock. Went and picked up the money from Western Union, bought it back. And so I went home that night. Baby. Okay, you used to spend summers at Henderson, so you know what I'm talking about. Baby, and the thing, what I found out after the fact, I found out 2 things that I didn't know after the fact. One of my father's best friends, he's passed away now, but one of my father's best friends lives in Henderson. And I knew he lived in Henderson, but I didn't remember his name. I couldn't remember his last name. He's passed away now. He was like, you should have called him. He'd have came and got you. That's number one. And of course, I was like, I don't know that nigga number. Like, and number 2, at the time, I had AAA. And my grandmother paid for my AAA. And my grandmother was like, you didn't know? You had AAA. AAA would have paid it. As long as it wasn't a DUI, you could have used your AAA card, which I didn't know that either. Whatever thing she had with AAA, it would have covered that. So I said, well, hell, I didn't know about neither one of them things. And like I said, I didn't even, Davis was my father's friend's name. All I knew was Davis. I didn't know if that was his first name, his last name. I just knew his name was Davis. He used to work with my dad. And when he retired, he was from Henderson. And when he retired, he moved back to Henderson. And I know my dad used to drive down to Henderson every couple of months to come see his friend and get the barbecue. He used to come down to Henderson and get that barbecue. I said, I wouldn't have remembered. Like, I didn't even know if that was his first name or his last name. I don't know that man like that. You know him. But yeah, child. And I still had to come back down for the court date. So everybody was just like, he didn't even have to do all of that. Like, this was so extra. I said, well, you do Western Union on your phone now. See, I didn't even know that either. Nowadays, my mother would have just been able to cash out the money to me or transfer the money into my account, Yep. She said, as long as that's what my grandmother told me. She said, as long as it wasn't a DUI, You could have used your AAA card, which I did not know. Anyway, child, yes, honey. So with that being said, now y'all double check that AAA thing. If y'all got a AAA card, y'all double check it. Don't go by what my grandmama said 15, 20 years ago. Well, actually, it was longer than that. I'm just going to go ahead and be honest. That was 30 years ago. Don't go by what my grandmama said 30 years ago now. But I'm just telling y'all that's what my grandmama said. Oh, you know what? That's on my list, TikTok. That is on my list. Well, y'all, they taking the ticky-talkie. President Biden signed the law that TikTok has to find new, we got to find new owners. Oh, shit. I always like it when I got money. When I get the alert that I got money and money. Ooh, 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 ooh. Okay, sorry. Okay, so they have 240 days to get a new owner. If they don't sell it and get a new owner, then TikTok will be banned in the United States. I just want to know how you unring the bell. Like, how do you unring the bell? I do like TikTok. I ain't gonna sit here and tell nobody I don't like TikTok. Y'all know I even have a TikTok. I'm very inconsistent with it. But I feel bad for the people who make money on TikTok. I feel bad for people who have monetized their TikTok. Now, somebody was saying something to me about all they need to do is get a VPN number. Is that what it's called, a VPN? And they can bypass whatever the United States has. I don't know if I would get into all of that. I'm not that techie. So, yeah, I watch it. Yeah, VPN. Thank you, El said a VPN. Yeah. I don't know how they're going to unring that bell. And yeah, I know the kids are more tech savvy than we are, child. I just don't know how they going to unring that bell. Yeah, they were saying, oh, TikTok is stealing our data in China, whatever. I hate to be the one to tell them, but Facebook is stealing our data, and so is Instagram. Like, everybody is stealing our data. No matter what you guys do, no matter what security measures you put in, unless you're like a techie person and you know how to really do the clamp down, child, just click connect and VPN will run. Ooh. He's going to lose a lot of young voters. Yeah, he is. He is. I agree. He is. You know, I was looking at Buffy, and I know some of y'all don't like Buffy from Married to Medicine, but Buffy made a good point. Buffy said, I think that this whole TikTok thing is really about the fact that TikTok has created a vacuum in the workforce that the United States has not been able to plug back up. And I said, you know what? That is a very valid point, because had I known then what I know now, had I known before the pandemic, what I know or what I knew after the pandemic, I probably would have monetized all of my platforms. I would have been monetized on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. And I think I would probably have maybe 60, 70,000 more subscribers than what I have now, maybe even more. Because I have a different mindset on it now than I did before then. Going into the pandemic, and Lil Baby was around back then. Some of y'all were around back then. Like, we literally, me, Abby, El Teddy, Scotty, T, we literally would just be live for hours talking about absolutely nothing. Right? We would just get on live because we were bored and we were stuck at home and we had shit else to do. Like, some of y'all know, one of my highest viewed videos is literally me watching Matlock with y'all. We literally were watching Matlock together. We literally were watching The Heat of the Night together. There's no content in that. You know what I mean? It was fun. Don't get me wrong, it was fun. But there was no content. And had I known then what I know now, I still would do those things, but I would do it differently. What I would, if I were to do it all over again, I would still have what I have 3 channels. Well, technically 4, if you count the teacher project, right? I would still have my 3 personal channels. that bullshit of us just sitting on YouTube talking shit and, you know, blowing, you know, going. I would be doing that on my backup channel. I'd be doing that on the channel that I call my book club channel that I really ain't using. That's where I would do all of that. I would have my review channel. That's where I would do all my reviews, my retro reviews, all of that. And then this main channel, I would just do celebrity news. I would have kept it separate. But I feel like when Loretta would come tear my nerves up with her 2.5 makeup, we used to do makeup, right? We used to get on here and do our makeup every day. Abby and y'all would yell at me about my makeup. We would do makeup every day, right? And I would literally have kept my channel separate because I think I confused the fuck out of the algorithm by just doing everything. Right? I have not thought about going to Twitch. I don't, right now, I do not have the bandwidth. I'm barely keeping up with YouTube. I don't have the bandwidth for something else right now. I don't. But yeah, and don't get me wrong, I wouldn't take that back because I had a really good time and we had fun and life was, you know, we had so many other things to worry about. It was fun to just come down here and just do nothing. Like we had a good time. I wouldn't take any of that back, but I think that hurt me in my channel growth because I think we were just all over the place, right? Like I literally have videos called "Trace Your Kids on the Porch," and we literally ain't do shit but sit online for 2-3 hours drinking and talking shit. Like we literally didn't do nothing. Right? Those were the college days. Now we're grown. Right. So. No, we about to do Ernesto right now, and then we're gonna get out of here. Because if y'all want OJ Simpson tonight, we gotta get out of here. Because I ain't gonna be up all night talking about OJ Simpson ass. So if y'all want OJ Simpson tonight, we about to wrap this up. Y'all got me talking about all this other stuff, honey. I thought this was gonna be a quick live, and we here for an hour. Although an hour for me ain't long, but I didn't think it was gonna take me an hour to get through this. You know what? We might do some and if I do it, I'm gonna do it on the book club channel. But there's one video, it's like the Trace Your Kids off the porch or something. I don't know. But it's me, El Teddy, Abby. Now some of them it's people we don't fuck with no more, so some of them we ain't gonna go back to. Jonathan, I done already told y'all why it's taking y'all so long to get the rest of this damn OJ situation. I knew Lil Baby was gonna say so. I knew eventually the wire was gonna come up. Let me get to this Ernesto update. And I still may do a separate live on Ernesto because Ernesto got a whole lot going on. But let me say this about Ernesto. Okay, let me say this about Ernesto. Let me say it one more time. Let me say this about Ernesto. Shirley Strawberry husband, Ernesto. They got LAPD at USC and a SWAT team. For what? What's going on at USC? To give Reggie Bush his Heisman back? You're right, Xavier. You're right. Baby, Ernesto got indicted. Child, they trying to hit Ernesto with a RICO charge. Baby, they trying to hit Ernesto with a RICO charge. They love giving out a RICO down to the Fulton County, honey. I was talking to somebody earlier. And Elle said I was going to add that. And bigamy. Now, remember, we had talked about that over here. Oh, it's a pro-Palestine protest. Oh, okay. I know they ain't doing all that for Reggie. God dang. Baby, they said that this man been lying about being married. They say he lied about being married. Now, we talked about that. Did we not talk about Ernesto lying about being married? Right. It gets worser and worser every time we talk about Nesto. So, baby, so Shirley Strawberry, you might not even need to file for divorce, girl. You might just need to file for an annulment. Because it sounded to me like you wasn't really married. It sounded like you wasn't even legally married, girl. So you might not even you could save money on a divorce attorney. It sound like you might be able to save money. Now, I'm sure there's some legal unraveling you got to do, honey. You was watching that Ernesto interview earlier, and he was just rambling on and digging a deeper hole. Can I be honest with y'all? Now, listen. I don't know if it's me. I told y'all these last couple of months I've been kind of going through some things. I don't know if it's me. But I clicked on that Ernesto video because y'all know I was going to do a good old review for y'all. And I was going to come down here with the 1-2 and do a good review for y'all. And I just couldn't. I saw that thing was 2 hours long. And I said, not today, Satan. No, ma'am. I just couldn't give him 2 hours of my time. Now, granted, I think I fast forwarded till about the 30-minute mark because they had technical difficulties and they had a lot of stuff going on. But I just couldn't see me giving them two. I ain't have it in me today, y'all. I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all down. But I did not have it in me today. Right. The way he talks, and I ain't have it in me today. But he did allegedly he got some new charges, honey. He got some new charges, okay? And let me say this too. Okay, if Pam said it was the right thing to do, then she was legally married. He wasn't. Oh, I got it. Okay. If Pam say that's what he was supposed to do, then that's what he was supposed to do. Child. Now, what I'm probably going to do, I need y'all to listen carefully to what I'm saying to y'all. Y'all are smart. My tribe is smart. So I need y'all to listen carefully to what I'm saying to y'all. I'm probably, before the weekend is over, going to come down here and we're going to do a whole Ernesto live. Okay. Sometime between now and Sunday, we're going to probably do an Ernesto live because it's a lot to talk about. And again, if y'all want OJ tonight, this can't get too long. Because like I said, I tried to come live earlier and life just didn't let me have it. Paperwork, Lord, I can't talk. The paperwork went back to the 1990s. Well, baby, we got, it's worse and worse. Now, by then, maybe I would have been able to skim through this interview and maybe I'll have some things to talk about. But I just didn't have it in me today. I just said I can't get through 2 hours before today. I can't. And do OJ, I can't do it. Okay. So what we getting ready to do, we're going to get off of here now and give me till about 9:30. Okay. I'm going to schedule the OJ live for 9:30. I might come back earlier. So just make sure your notifications are ready. I may come back a little earlier, but I'm going to set it for 9:30 because I want, wait, did you cover Bishop a lot talking about he got the paperwork to prove? Abby. If he got the paperwork to prove he innocent, then I got the private jet waiting on the tarmac to take me to Turks and Caicos. Don't take no ammunition. Why would I take ammunition? I don't do weapons. Thank you, Shelby. Shelby hit me with $19.99. Thank you, boo. Mwah. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. Adding to the list at Abby Reviews. Child, but we're gonna talk about. We probably have to do a whole separate Nesto live because I feel like it's some things we need to cover. Oh, Pam just posted. I shouldn't tell y'all this because she posted this on her members only. Don't y'all tell Pam I said this. Don't go over there snitching. Don't go over to Pam snitching. But Pam just posted on her members only. Don't y'all go over there snitching. Pam said she heard from a reliable source that Ernesto was indicted on yesterday. Like I said, we'll probably have to come back and do a whole Ernesto live before the weekend's over. Okay. All right, y'all. I'll be back in an hour so we can do part 3 of OJ. Y'all meet me back here. It's 169 of y'all. Y'all come on back now so we can talk about OJ part 3 of the documentary that is down to the Netflix. Okay? Mwah. I'll talk to y'all later.